Welcome to Dad's Cards. Before we get going with today's packs and talks and discussions, I want to take a moment to address a very, very serious rumor that's been going around. I don't know if you guys have heard about the rumor about butter, but I probably shouldn't spread it. More artwork today, courtesy of my son. Very much appreciative of this. Why don't you go ahead and put down in the comments what you think this is today. Let's do a little Rorschach test. What do you think this is a picture of? Alright guys, very excited today as we are going baseball. We have a couple of blaster boxes, hard to see here because they're so big, a couple of blaster boxes of Topps opening day from Target with the exclusive red parallel packs in there as well too. We're of course looking for the short print Luis Robert, hoping to get that, maybe a couple of the other good rookies in here as well. So let's bust into these as quick as possible. I'm excited about opening these. They've been sitting around in my back office for a couple months now waiting to be opened, so I'm excited to get to them. A couple years ago, may have been last year, may have been 2 years before, I don't remember, I had decided that I was going to make it a tradition of busting open a box of opening day on opening day of baseball season. That, of course, did not happen this year, unfortunately. We'll save the Reds for later. So I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know when to bust them. So I guess now's the time. Any of you guys watching played baseball as a kid? I played T-ball for 2 years. I was on the Pirates and I was on the Cubs. And I don't remember which one was first or second. I think I was in the Cubs first and the Pirates second, but I don't remember how I even got on those teams in the first place. If they do a draft or something, I don't know what they did, or just a random assignment. Not sure how they did that, but or if it was by geographical location of where you lived and whatnot. Don't know. All right, let's hit these packs. Again, we could just look and talk. Don't have to worry about reading anything. Got right to it here. This is my guy, Aaron Judge. This is my PC. I'm a big Yankees fan.
Here come the Yankees. Let's get behind and cheer the Yankees. They're gonna learn to feel the Yankees.
How am I a Yankees fan? It's back to what I talked about with football. Well, you guys didn't actually get to hear the football story because that was the episode that I recorded that didn't get any audio. My dad actually raised me on sports, and he raised me on sports from when he was a kid. So 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s era, etc. And so I grew up with an appreciation of the history of baseball. Was very, very knowledgeable. I don't have a lot of that knowledge anymore, but at a young age, I knew a lot of the old-time players, their numbers, their positions. I could tell you a lot about them. He and I used to watch that old Home Run Derby show. I don't know if any of you know what I'm talking about, but it was an old black and white show where they played in this Spring Has Sprung, Roberto Clemente. That's kind of cool. That's very cool. I don't know what the odds are on those, but not looking at the pack odds right now. I'm just enjoying ripping packs. But yeah. So all that to say that the big time players, the favorite players that I appreciated growing up were guys like Mantle and Maris and the Yankees. So that's why I am a big Yankees fan, is because the history of the Yankees. Mookie Betts, some sort of special SP there. You've just received an MLB sticker collection preview card from 2020. I'm going to take a quick peek, see what we got here. Sticker collection, and what was the other one? The Clemente. I'll put that right here, so if you want to take a peek at that real quick. Sticker collections 1 in 10. And having troubles finding the Clementes on there. Spring is sprung 1 and 7. Maybe it's not an exclusive Clemente thing. We'll find out here soon enough. Again, many of you probably have already seen this product and know a little bit more about it than I do at this point in time. Toro rookie card, that's pretty nice. Tatis Jr. Oh, I love these cards. I hit quite a few of these in the last year and opening some opening day. These mascot cards are just hysterical to look at, if you ask me. Yeah, I've been a Yankees fan ever since the mid-90s. Cool card there. Love the photographs on these. I've seen these ones before on the opening day. I'm going to be interested in seeing what kind of insert they have next year that goes with this. How that's going to work out for them. I guess technically there is going to be an opening day. So I guess they theoretically could still create those cards. But it's just not the same, right? Not the same. Chapman Yankees. I'm going to put aside all the Yankees for my PC. Judge, of course, being the guy. Has anybody ever seen that? There we go. That's amazing. That's fantastic. Love that card. Anybody ever seen the Aaron Judge on Jimmy Fallon or Conan O'Brien clips before? Those are hysterical. If you guys haven't seen those, you should check both of those out. They're really funny. The one on Conan O'Brien, he's playing MLB The Show with Conan O'Brien. And it's pretty funny. Paxton. And 3 in a row on those opening day photographs. Got a lot of packs here, so it's going to go a long ways. So I'm curious to see what the rest of what this MLB season is going to look like, and how it's going to play out. You know, we got something shiny for sure. Escobar. What we got here? J.D. Martinez, the blue parallel. That's nice. I'm pretty sure those are not numbered. And they are indeed not numbered. But they do have the date on there. And I'm assuming that date was scheduled to be the opening day. If I remember correctly, it was about that time. I don't remember the exact date. But, I don't know, does anybody want to consider those collector's items now that that's not the actual opening day date? I don't know. Cunha Jr. I think we're going to do some Acuna Jr. hunts, rookie hunts at some point. Captain. Real quick, let's read about Captain here. Dance moves to Cotton Eye Joe. Nice, Captain. Nice. Sure. Boba Fett rookie. That's worth the sleeve. Kikuchi. I tell you what, I opened up some Panini Chronicles last year, baseball, which was a fantastic set, by the way. I absolutely loved that set. And I had so many Kikuchis in those boxes. I opened, I don't know how many boxes, blaster boxes of those, but I had so many Kikuchis. Third MLB representative in the Mascot Hall of Fame, Slider from the Indians. Like those fun facts in the back. That's good stuff. I don't know if you guys have got a chance to check out Score Football yet, but they have some really fun facts on the back of them, which is a nice little addition this year. Sanchez. Albert Alzolay. Rookie card. That's pretty good. And another Clemente. Just curious what it says on the back. Some historical stuff. Yeah, Clemente was another guy that I definitely grew up learning about. I need to check YouTube to see if I can find somewhere. I absolutely loved that old black and white home run derby show. They had that thing in, we got another, looks like Blue Parallel perhaps. They had that thing in just like this tiny, tiny stand. Nico Horner, rookie. Anyway, they had it in this really tiny stadium. Hey, yeah. Now, if you're going to get a Blue Parallel, that's the guy to get. I mean, besides Robert, of course. But, yeah, that's beautiful. What a beautiful picture. He's just looking at thing like, whatever he hit, most likely a home run, by the way he's looking right now. He's looking at that ball going, yeah, I did that. But anyway, that show was so awesome because they had two players that would face off against each other. And it was a 9-inning, 3-out home run derby. It's not like the modern day home run derby that we see. And, yeah, they would just take turns. You would go as many home runs until you got 3 outs. A foul ball counted as an out. I think a strike did as well, if I remember correctly. And I think one of the fun parts was that they would go over. Nice aerial shot there. That's pretty cool. They would go over whenever it wasn't their batting turn. They would go sit in the dugout with the commentator, and he would interview them. So you have to learn a lot about those players. Besides just their names, you got to hear them kind of talk. It was like almost behind the scenes type stuff, which was pretty cool. To learn about prices and gifts. What is this? This is probably not. This is just promotional. Get Marlins. Another nice aerial shot there for the Marlins. Yeah, man, I love that show. There were a lot of good names on that show. Hank Aaron, Willie Mays. Pretty sure Ted Williams was on that show. Ernie Banks, Billy Williams. Not like Delando Calrissian Billy Williams, but I mean, that would have been awesome. I would have thoroughly enjoyed watching him play on there. Of course, at the time, LeMahieu, who was on a tear last season, I would have enjoyed watching Lando Calrissian play home run derby against like Chewbacca or something. That would have been phenomenal. Hey, put down in the chat, who would win in a Star Wars home run derby? Who would win? TC Bear. Speaking of home run derby, TC Bear, 6-time home run derby champ. That's amazing. Oh, and he is in the 2020 Mascot Hall of Fame class finalist. I mean, I feel like if you win 6 home run derbies as a mascot in one of those uniforms, I don't even care if you're the same guy in there all 6 times. If you win 6 times, you deserve to go into that Hall of Fame. I mean, to be fair, some of those other guys we looked at that were in those other mascots that we looked at that were in the Hall of Fame, they didn't say that they won 6 home run derbies. So I think he deserves. I think he deserves to go. And I think that's who I'm going to punch my ballot for right there, TC Bear. Brewers. I feel like we can get the whole set of these by when all is said and done, guys. Well, I guess we can't because we have 30 packs, and that would require me to at the least hit one different team in every one of these. Aquino rookie. That's another really nice rookie. Let me show that real quick. That's a nice one. Wow. Wow. What a pack. Aquino, and that's the kind of pack that, like, if you knew that was going to happen, you'd probably want to sell that pack on eBay for, like, a lot of money or something. I still wouldn't. I'd still rip it. I'd still rip it because I just enjoy. It's not about making the money on the stuff. For me, it's ripping the cards, enjoying what we see. All right, here's something new. Team traditions and celebrations. I've seen these ones before. These are really cool cards. I mean, Topps opening day is a real fun rip if you ask me, because you get to learn a lot. And you get to see things you might not have seen before. I don't get to get around to all these stadiums, so getting to see those cool little facts and photos and things, that's pretty awesome. Let's start a new stack here. Yeah, I've seen that picture before. The Bryce Harper wearing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think, I'm trying to remember where I've seen that one before. I don't remember. Did they use it on a previous Topps card, perhaps? Springer. And the Rangers, which, again, I don't think we have had the Rangers yet. So, hey, we're on our way to a full set of those. Trust me, there will be multiple more of these opening day breaks. So I've got quite a small stash of these boxes sitting away that I just kind of developed over time. Dustin May, I just saw him for the first time the other day. Look at that hair. That is some amazing hair. Does anybody out there in the chat have hair like that? If so, find a way to post a picture of it or something. I don't know how you're going to do that. I don't think you can, but if you can do it, then it's amazing. Kevin Biggio, not a rookie card of his, but that might be his first opening day card. I don't recall him being in the set last year, but I could be wrong about that. And Bernie Brewer. Now, this guy's a classic, if you ask me, going down the giant slide, right? Yeah, sliding down the big yellow chute. And he's also a finalist in the 2020 Hall of Fame class. I'm actually kind of surprised that he hasn't been elected by now. I'd probably punch my vote for Bernie as well as TC Bear. I mean, I know Bernie hasn't won the home run derbies that TC has, but I mean, he's iconic. Bernie's iconic. The slide is iconic. Looks like we got our first of our blues. Schwarber, followed up by Kimbrel, a couple of Cubbies, and Lindor. Very nice. Great player. Great player. And the Blue Jays. Ohtani. Of course, the Jackie Robinson statue. I've seen that movie 42 once. Watched it a couple years ago. Probably should go back and rewatch that movie. Can't remember if Jackie Robinson was on that home run derby show or not, if I ever saw him on there. That'd be something. Yeah, and Roberto Clemente, Yamamoto. What is this garbage? I just noticed that these sticker previews are a little bit thinner than normal stock.
Oh man, these babies are thin.
That's interesting to me. I mean, they literally feel like a sticker. I mean, are they a sticker? I don't want to try to peel it. I don't want to ruin it. Looks like we get another spring is sprung on the back. So far, no Roberts. I mean, it is a short print, so. Giancarlo. At the boy. Let's hope he can hit the ball quite a bit this year, huh? Mr. Trout. Yeah, I think I have a total of 8, well now 6 left after this, of these boxes. And, man, I gotta figure I'm gonna hit a Robert in one of them, right? Maybe that's just hope. Garrett Cole. We haven't hit a Lux yet either, have we? Mancini. The old Mariner Moose. Let's see what he's got to say. 30 years old. The Mariner Moose. 30 years old. So he came around in 1990. He was there when Griffey came in. Just right after Griffey came in. Former roommate of pitcher Jamie Moyer. I wonder if they're talking about the actual guy in the costume, or if the Moose actually roomed with Jamie Moyer. That's gotta be awkward. I mean, what's the shower situation like there? Mookie Betts. Notice it doesn't say anything about Los Angeles. I mean, I suppose they produce these well in advance. That's our first Vlad regular base. Nationals. How do you think Bryce Harper feels that he leaves the Nationals and they win? Would they have won if they still had him, do you think? I don't know, put that in the chat. Yet another one. Phillies. I don't think we've hit one duplicate of those opening days yet. That's pretty amazing. I'm not sure we've had... Well, we did have the duplicate Roberto Clemente. But other than that, it's the only duplicate insert that we've had. McNeil, I think that's the first time we've seen him. Oh, I could have passed it by. There he is. Finally. Now we've hit almost all the big rookies at this point. Luke Voigt. Another new team, the Padres. We're down to a few packs left, plus the Reds. Masahiro Tanaka going to the Yankees stack. Hand-turned scoreboard, Chicago Cubs. Love that clock that's at the top of that. I have been to Wrigley Field twice in my life, I believe. I went once as a kid. Ironically, they played the Pirates, per our conversation earlier. My grandma took me. She's a big-time Cubs fan. God bless her. May she rest in peace. That's cool. Bo Bichette sticker. She was a huge Cubs fan. She would sit and watch every Cubs game with a legal pad in her hand, and she would literally keep the statistics right there on the paper. You know, she didn't care about the newspaper printout the next day. So you would find in her house multiple legal pads with the entire season of 100 and how many ever games they were playing at the time. The full season statistics worth of the Cubs, and just season after season. It was insane. But she was a dedicated Cubs person, so I actually got to ride up there with her and my aunt and my brother. I remember I was cheering for the Pirates for just a little bit of time, but that's because I was angry at my grandma and just wanted to spite her.
Certainly. May I ask why?
First bite?
I don't even remember what for. It was probably something dumb. I was very young at the time. Good old polar bear. Mr. Soto. Followed by Mr. Trout. That was a pack full of names there. Of course, Mrs. Met. Nice. She's been working as an event planner until her 3 kids were grown. That's a good, I think that's a good career. I think that's a pretty lucrative career. Good for her. Good for her. And the second time I went to see the Cubs, they played, I want to say it was the Red Sox, but I could be wrong about that. Keston Hiura, also a fantastic player. Starting to see some names we haven't seen before, and I'm hoping that means we're on our way to maybe getting a Roberts. But, yeah, another new opening day picture. That's fantastic. The Cubs won, I think, the second time I went, and that was, I don't know, maybe 7 years ago that I went, 7 or 8 years ago. And when I went and saw the one with my grandma when I was a kid, that was like somewhere in the 80s. There's another duplicate. Spring is Sprung, Tatis Jr. Alright, this is our last pack of the regular stuff. So let's see what we can do here. Glaber, I'll definitely take that. Love that guy. Guy's fantastic. And a new opening day. That's great. We end with another opening day that I haven't hit yet. All right, here we go. We have the 2 exclusive red packs. I'm very excited. I've seen these like online, but they just don't do it justice, obviously. So I'm very excited to see these in person. Let's see what we got. Oh, these are beautiful. The stamp, of course, there. They're not numbered. They're not numbered, see? But they're still really beautiful. So, DeJong. Keyboom. Springer. Dustin May with the red head with the red parallel. I mean, someone would got to think that's got to be something, right? Sonny Gray. And finally, that's beautiful. Not only because of who it is, but also because the red against his uniform is unbelievable. That's awesome. Trying to get some light on there for you. There we go. That's pretty. Even if I didn't get the Robert in the last pack, I'd go out with that for sure. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I'd go out no matter with whatever I got here because I'm just excited to be opening these. It's just like that other pack. Just like that other pack that had both of those dudes in it. This has both of them in it as well. That's insane. So when those 8 boxes come around, I'm going to pull this away to put it in for a second. When those other the rest of the 8 boxes come around, we start seeing Aquino. Looks like Mr. Alvarez might be right behind him. This is what they definitely call last pack mojo, yeah? Brendan Lau. And Luke Voigt. And with a Yankee. I'm cool with that. I am cool with that. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Let's take a quick recap of what we got here. Some nice rookies, but very much highlighted, obviously, by the last 2. The Aquino, the Alvarez, sorry I didn't get this into the Aquino, the Alvarez Reds, amongst the other things, some of the big rookies, Lux, Alvarez, Aquino. The Vlad Jr. was very nice, Nico Horner and Bo Bichette. So we hit a lot of pretty much the majority of the big rookies, just missing Robert. But we'll get him one of these days, guys. Thanks for joining. We'll see you soon.